Hello, this is Mario Herger from the San Francisco Bay Area. Today I wanted to talk a bit about the announcement from Uber, Nuro and Lucid Motors that they wanted to bring 20,000 Lucid Gravities equipped with Nuro self-driving technology on the roads, and that next year in 2026. So what does it mean? Let's go first back into the history. And we see that about 2015, Uber started its own autonomous vehicle development efforts. The reason was that Waymo at this time was still called Google Project Chauffeur, was gaining momentum. They showed that their technology was working, that they could drive without drivers on the road. And if they were to be successful, Uber would have come into troubles. So they started their own Uber ATG, Advanced Technology Group, self-driving efforts, but very hasty, without, taking a lot of risks. And what happened was that in 2018, a woman was killed fatally in Phoenix, a suburb, Chandler, which led to the demise of Uber's ATG group. The software, the property, the employees were handed over to another startup called Aurora, based in Mountain View. And Uber invested, in fact, $700 million into them. Now, let's take a look at Lucid. Lucid is a company based in New York, in California, just a few miles from the Tesla factory in Fremont. A lot of former ex-Tesla people, their founders, working there. And they have an awesome car. They have the Lucid Air, which won a lot of prizes from motor industry. And they're coming out with the Lucid Gravity, an SUV. That's how they call it. I would call it a station wagon from a European side, which is an electric car, fantastic luxury electric car. Nuro, on the other hand, is a company based in Mountain View, also in California, that developed self-driving delivery robots. These are basically fridge-sized vehicles with four wheels that are driving on roads. And about a year ago, they pivoted to also offering their self-driving technology called the Nuro Driver for regular cars and trucks, which means you could put that now on such a car like the Lucid Gravity. What Lucid is providing is the vehicle. What Nuro is providing is the sensor technology, off-the-shelf standard technology, plus their own software on that. Have we seen them on the road? No, not so far. Have we seen them self-driving without a driver? Not really yet. But still, they want to have about 20,000 cars under the umbrella of Uber on the roads by next year, 2026. Well, we will see if they are going to be successful. We also have to consider that Uber has a lot of partnerships with many other companies, including WeRide, Aurora, Waymo. Waymo actually is now available through Uber in Atlanta. You can order an Uber through the Uber app and a Waymo there and hop on. So they're trying to basically spread the risk by partnering with tons of other people, with tons of other companies. Now, this announcement of 20,000 vehicles, will it happen? That's unclear. There is certainly an interest there, but we also have to look back that they had partnerships in 2017 with Mercedes and Volvo, where they also announced to bring 20,000 cars on the roads and had options on those vehicles. They never led to anything, they had to give up their technology, but now they're back. And why they are back? Why is it so urgent right now? Well, because Waymo is surprisingly successful. They already took over the market share of Lyft in San Francisco, so they passed them. And they're now aiming at surpassing Uber's market share in San Francisco. Not only that, also customers, the Waymo customers, are way more loyal than the ones that are using Lyft and Uber. And that creates pressure on Uber. They have to offer such a technology, but it will change the way the business is done. The business model is different. The car and Uber model is basically bringing in private drivers with their own cars and enhance the fleet and bring them into the fleet and use them. And so this is very flexible from a demand perspective. But with the new model where they put 20,000 vehicles out there themselves that Uber owns, that's a different story, because it's very capital intensive. You have to spend tons of money. You have to build up infrastructure to maintain those cars, to upload the software, to do all this stuff that's necessary to operate a fleet of 20,000 vehicles. And that is a different business model than Uber is operating right now. So we'll see in the next month if this announcement will become reality and how Uber is doing with that and how much capital Uber is going to need. If you like this video, just click the subscribe button on this YouTube video, and I hope I see you next time again.